Like, I actually re-watched my VOD of last time we played it because I didn't remember what happened after we went through this part where you had all the hands, you know, trying to touch you. And Senua tried to talk to her mom again. But she didn't really talk back to her. Like, we saw the face, but we only heard Senua talking, and there was like another cutscene with where she talked to Dillion, and there he was like more, well, reassuring her. But something I've noticed, because we know, like, because I thought about the game earlier, and yesterday as well. Something I've noticed is her mother always referred to her visions as having the sight, while her father, who saw it as a bad omen and so on, always referred to it as the darkness. And right now we always see Senua, and also Dillion, by the way, refer to it as the darkness. And I wonder when that shift happened, because it seemed like her mother, at least initially, didn't even see it as a bad thing. And honestly, like with Dillion, I don't really think it was just Senua imagining it. He was probably just, you know, grieving over his father, and he said the thing, like, you're not really rational in those kind of situations. And if you've heard people tell her all the time that, like, she will be responsible for something bad happening, he might have also internalized that. So when his father died too, like, it was some sort of plague, like some sort of illness, right, that spread in her village. He probably meant it in that moment, but I don't think that's how he actually thought about it. Because usually it seemed like he was quite accepting of her. The darkness! I can't make Mickey Mouse voices. What's up, Febby? How are you doing today? Hold up, give me a second. That was great. I don't usually like imitate voices or whatever, but yeah. I also haven't watched Mickey Mouse in forever. But yeah, that's where we left off. Like, Senua tried to talk to her mother, but then we only got like a vision where she talked to Dillion. And then we had the voice telling us stuff again, but I forgot what it was. I just remember that it ended with, like, that maybe she needed some help or something. But yeah, maybe it'll come back to us. Maybe we'll even see the cutscene again, but I don't think so. I think it's saved after. Yeah, it's saved after. So we got our sword. Oh yeah, that's what they talked about. Because, like, Dillion helped her get the sword. So we have, like, the sword now that supposedly can defeat gods. Hello, voice. The Hellblade, if you will. Hello. Doesn't look like... Wait, is there anything back there? Probably can't even get up there. By the way, I also checked again. Because I said that the person who motion captured her wasn't an actor or actress, right? And I didn't misremember that. It was the video editor of Ninja Theory. She actually also made, like, the the trailers for Reboot. What's up, Skur? How are you?
We were worried.
We're here to help you.
You need us.
So worried.
Silence is lonely.
We didn't know where you'd gone.
We're here to help you.
Don't worry. You can trust us.
Trust us.
I'm pretty good myself.
We won't leave you. Don't leave us.
But yeah, there is a...
We're here to stay.
like death diary of her telling the story of how she came to be Senua.
We found her. We found you.
Here she is.
We're back.
Like she only tried some stuff out in the beginning because they had like new tech to motion capture.
You're safe.
So, and they were still looking for a professional to capture her. So they tried some stuff out with her, and then
Listen, Senua.
at some point,
Listen.
and they also tried like all the paintings Senua has. They tried those out on her, and then at some point they just asked her if she wanted to take the role, if she wanted to have the role,
Go even further.
and she said
You don't have to do this alone.
acting was her worst nightmare, and maybe that actually made her acting even better. Because, like, Senua half of the time is pretty terrified, right, of what's happening to her. Then she had to act, like, in front of a bunch of people and demonstrate new tech.
See, come on, Senua.
Go away.
It's a pretty good...
I'm not listening.
It's a pretty nice video. Alright, we can go in here now, can't we? It's the Heavenly Sword. No, it's the Hellblade. I mean, we're literally in Helheim right now. Yeah, we're gonna watch the documentation that's in the game after we've completed it, because I think it's a pretty nice one. I think it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned into a dark creature. A dragon.
Dragons are kind of interesting. Like, sometimes they're portrayed as, like, wise and kind of helpful, and sometimes they're just... Alright. No, I really... What can't I see? Voice.
Something's behind the door. What is it? She can feel it. No. Don't know.
This is the story where he turns to the dragon. Oh yeah, this is turning into a horror game right now, by the way.
A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink. What are you afraid of, Senua?
Alright, maybe I didn't shower in the morning.
You are too much of a coward to step into the shadows.
They can't stop me.
Then do it. The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here.
You can't do this, Chaos. October is over. I don't care. Alright, there is a chain on that door. There is a way there, but it's dark. Maybe that was the wrong way. Oh, well.
Don't be fooled. The beast is still here.
The beast.
It's a trick.
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua. so loud,
It's not her.
so full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away, and he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now. But they always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead. No, and that they want me with them. Stop! That's why they crawl through the walls. Don't listen. Do you see them? Do you see their faces? He's coming. Senua, help me! Help! Get me out of here! Don't go!
Where has she gone? She's disappeared again.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
Oh.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father, Sinbel. I suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her. But it doesn't matter now, does it?
Yeah, I think she's already a little upset.
The beast has been here.
Ready for Uno.
Just keep going. She'll have to go on. She has to. The torch will go out. Don't let the torch go out. There's light in the distance. She can do it. The light's gone out.
People run.
Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is here. Run, and get to the light. Stop, stay there. You have to rest here or you'll die. She's stuck, she hasn't found the room. Get to the next light. Let's go quick, run, you must run.
Where is it? Wait, there's fire? Where's... It has to be here, right? Yeah. We got this.
There's the torch. Take it. It'll keep you safe.
But yeah, talking about the beast.
She can find it. The light. See it.
And while we're on a game that's about mental health, what's that movie called? I think you probably know which one I mean. The one that came out like 3 years ago or so, about someone who suffers from... I'm not even sure if they say what it's called in the movie itself, but it's dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. And I know that, like, people who actually suffer from that hate that movie because it villainizes them. And there's a lot of stigma already around those kinds of mental illness. While usually... Because, like, that dude, like, captures a bunch of girls and kills them, right? Where's the sign? Yeah, split, right. Oh, okay, I see this.
Hidden in plain sight. She has it. You have it. Keep going.
Because they do often have
These pointless
personalities that are called persecutors, that are... Well, it's a question if you want to call them evil. But usually they only hurt the person who has, like, the illness. Because it's a trauma disorder. And usually what kept them from experiencing more trauma was, well, in itself traumatic and hurt them, right? So usually the persecutors basically hurt the person thinking it will keep them safe. But they don't, like, use... People with that disorder are more likely to be abused themselves than to become abusers of others, in short.
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother still has the pieces. And so Rain reforges the famous sword. Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir.
Yeah, always cool to make people with mental illness the villains. Especially with mental illnesses that are already stigmatized. Alright, we got one. That was here, right? Yeah, we went down here. And while I understand that, like, the acting performance was, like, really good. Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm so gonna get lost here. Wait, what the?
She's lighting the torch.
Oh, hello, sir. Wait, what?
You can do this. Focus. Finished it.
Hey. Hello. Hold up.
Surprise him. Can't do it.
Easy.
Can't go anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move.
The smoke effect. I mean, it's also a mechanic, like I can't hit them when there's smoke. Unless I focus. Or I think if I charge my blade, I can also... Hello there.
She has it.
She did it. She's done it. Well done.
This place. It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl. Imprisoned in her room at night. The faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her.
Yeah, I'm totally getting lost here. We've been here before. We have to go further back, I guess. This is where I just went, right? But it can't be further back than here because this is just the area we entered. So we're looking for a P. There has to be like a way down somewhere here, I guess. Oh no, we need to get somehow behind this door. But this just gets us back to... Is this where we went down earlier? This is where we just fought. It should be here, right? In theory. But this is just where the locked door is. Oh no, we're lost. Yeah, last time I also got lost here, I remember. For quite a while. But like that was because I didn't... At least I think it was because I didn't see that you could take... I didn't see those stairs. Wait. Those were broken upwards earlier, weren't they? We could only go down earlier.
No, it's not. It's gonna run out soon.
She hasn't got much.
Alright. What's up, Blovey? How are you doing?
She's too slow.
is crawling into your mind, searching for weakness. It found your mother and used her to trap you in here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
Alright, so now we're searching more people, not just Dillian. We also want to rescue the mother. A lot better than when...
Have to go through. She can get her mother out. Our mother doesn't.
It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid pig.
Alright,
What have you done?
No!
You've lost it. It's over.
The darkness is back.
You've lost him. You've lost him.
yeah, I recommend this game.
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed.
Oh, we lost Dillian. No, that
Now it can
was
see you at your
Dillian's head.
The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father Zindo while you pined for Dillian. Do you remember that darkness, Senua? The beast is bringing it back.
Mother, why did you leave me? This darkness, it's spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Dillian. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Dillian.
Yeah, Blubby, if you need people to talk to, just PM me. But yeah, I really recommend this game. I've played it before, so this isn't my first playthrough. But yeah, for all who just joined or something, our quest basically from the beginning was to get Dillian back. And Dillian is like our boyfriend, I guess. But he got killed by Vikings while we were out in the wilds trying to fight our darkness. So now we're trying to get him back because we think he's trapped with Pella. But his soul is like in his head, and we just lost the head. Partner, yeah, partner, significant other, whatever. He's also the one who taught us how to sword fight, even though we didn't know, like he didn't know it. Senua just always watched him practice. Sup?
Do it. You're close. He's gone.
More? No, I can't, apparently. Vittu!
Get up quickly! She's hurt. She won't make it.
Alright, I just used my focus, and now they decide to go.
End it now. She's going to die. No, she isn't. Behind you. The mirror.
There we go. Ow. Get fucked, dude.
Behind you. Behind you. Behind you.
I tried.
Run away. Go. He's down. Behind you.
They're so hard to see when they enter.
Watch out. She finished it. It's building.
Yeah, I don't think I can carry those properly. No!
Get up. She can still do it.
Wait, hold up. You were gonna say something about what? Oh no, fuck! God damn it. Parry this, you're fucking casual. Well, actually, let's see if there's anything over here first. Oh wait, that looks like something that will probably be the sign we need. Hello?
It's nearly over.
Alright. Interesting thing with the camera happening there.
Take him down. You won. Watch out. Behind you. Use your sword. Do it. Behind you.
Okay, dude.
Get up quick. The mirror. Her focus is growing. She can do it. She's injured. Focus. Focus now.
Fuck off, man. Dude, I still have to play Ninja Gaiden, so like I have to buy the collection. Oh my.
The mirror. Her focus is coming back.
it's so hard to tell what the hell he's doing. Alright. No, I evaded. I tried. At least.
It's not over. It's not over. Keep going. Finish this. End it. It's not over.
Come on.
End it.
Alright, we got him. Torch. Please. Oh wait, we... Yeah. Alright, we got our thingy now. Time to keep doing your schemes? What schemes? Oh, I think I get it. Let's go. Oh no.
Her father tried to help her, but she
Oh, did he really?
was doing his best. She never, ever listens. Why didn't she listen to him? Trying to help her.
He was trying to save her from the darkness.
Senua was right.
Zinbel was trying to save her from the darkness. But she wouldn't listen.
Sure, he tried to save her from his darkness by putting her into a dark hole and not letting her see anyone.
All her fault. She should have known. She should have.
Why doesn't she learn? Until she learns.
She doesn't understand.
Now
The dragon Fafnir is
And
so
she's the one who
large
doesn't
and
understand,
deadly
sure.
that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man would want to be wealthy until that day.
Whose name?
And he takes the treasure.
Once she gets down there, it's luring her down
the darkness will take her like it took her mother.
deeper and deeper. The beast knows. The beast knows exactly where she is. She's falling for it. The lights from the house.
Alright, I do actually remember this puzzle.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rain wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rain also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
What do they say? Now her father's, I don't know, it's kind of an odd name.
What's she doing?
She's lighting up.
She's making fire.
She's got light on the other side.
She'll be safe. What's the plan? What's she thinking? She's going to get there.
Yo, what's up, Shnoovy? How are you doing? How was your Sunday? Alright. Here goes nothing.
Stop!
Get up! Get up! What are you doing?
Alright, I think it's over there.
Faster, faster! Keep going, keep going. What are you doing?
Stop! Stop!
Why are you so stressed out, voices? We're safe. We got our fire. Now the question is just where does it make the sound?
Now I'm a little motivated.
Faster, faster! Keep going.
Yo, thanks Anonymous
Stop!
for gifting a sub to Shnoobie. I appreciate it. Oh, it's a shadow. Alright.
Stop!
Alright, do we have to stand like here? Wait, what? Wait, did we not pick the sign up yet? I'm pretty good. I got a little bit of a headache because it's been dark here basically all day. But doing good other than that.
Dillian. She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild, the Valkyrie.
Oh, what a lovely dark hole. Yeah, that the whole last... Yeah, here it was basically all... I think it was like one sunny day or something. Not the hands again. Lovely.
It's coming.
Am I even moving forward?
Go quickly. Talk to use it.
I feel like I'm not even going forward. Like I'm stuck or something. Hold up. Maybe it's just really, really slow. Game? Alright, let's do this again. I think it's just really, really slow. Or maybe I actually got stuck early, because right now it does seem like I can go forward.
I'm coming.
Oh no. Yeah, just ignore the darkness.
Dillian, I see you. The beast has Dillian. No.
This boss kicked my ass last time. What's up, Cricket? How are you doing?
Now I'm a little motivated.
Yeah, thanks for the sub.
I am leaving with him.
Your back on me. That is why Dillian will rot in hell.
Of course it is. Ouch. I tried to evade, I swear.
She's injured. She can still do it.
Oh yeah, I can't hurt him, right. But yeah, thanks for the sub. Can someone shout out Cricket? Cricket also streams. He's playing DMC5 for the first time at the moment.
Quickly get up. She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
And he's pretty entertaining to watch. Yeah, this is the part I hate. Just do exclamation mark SO and then his name. Thanks. All right. Where is it? Oh, there.
Stop them.
Fuck.
Get up quick.
Oh yeah, thanks for also shouting out Schnooby. Schnooby also streams. She plays a lot of Yakuza-like games. Uh-oh. Fuck.
It's not over.
Wait, why can't I charge it anymore right now?
She won't make it.
Come on. Wait, did we get him? Or did he get us? Well.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods.
And who's the hand behind the gods?
Cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals. Kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness. Or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left. Headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Listen.
But believe this. It was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. Without it, I fear you left those slack. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Take me into the mountains. Trust him. As deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
Oh. She said she knows. It was pretty quiet, but she said, I know. I'm gonna get me some water real quick. And go to the bathroom. So if you all need a break, now's the time. I'll be back in like 3 minutes or so. Alright, I have returned. So let's continue. I hope I didn't. Did I change any? No, I don't think it accidentally changed anything when I tabbed out. Return of the Savior. Are we the saviors, though? Or are we just one of the guiding voices? And there's a bunch of other skate, I guess. Look, it's too early for this.
I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillion. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
No, she can't. It's too dangerous.
What is her vow?
She is rotting. She must defeat her. There is no way she can defeat Hela. She must. Hela. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. She can't. She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it.
Yes, I can fix it.
How will she do it? There must be a way. We have to try.
It's kind of funny, though, how... At least in some parts of the games, you're fixing stuff. But you're fixing them by changing your perspective.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Just checking we're not missing anything back here, alright. Ah.
She did it.
Hey. Alright. Is that all we can do up here? I think so, yeah. There is always blood. Oh no. I don't like being in the corner. Let me out of the corner. Wait, behind me as well? Can I please get focus?
Behind you.
Thank you, game.
Behind you.
Alright. Whew. Yeah, Senua is strong as fuck. I love Senua.
What will she do? How's she going to find his actual soul? Where does that keep the souls? How will she get it? She must bargain. No. She can. She cannot bargain with Hella. She's not strong enough to kill her. What does Hella want? No one can bargain with Hella. What does that mean? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. The soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give? A cursed soul. Of course she is, no matter what she does. She can find her. She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
Yeah, we already know.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before. You have to fight on.
Be powerful.
The final battle.
Get his soul back. It's the final task.
Yes, it is.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle. at
But that's
Ragnarok.
was just
Their
proof
watchman
that her
will
mother
warn
thought it
that
was a
can be
good
heard
thing.
through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
Like her mother thought it was a good thing. Don't think we can fix anything from here, can we?
She can do it.
She can do it.
She can still see the secrets.
Alright. We only have this left now.
Special. She must see. She has the sight. She can see their secrets.
Do we have to go further up? Looks like it. Oh yeah, there is more. Wait, no, that's where we just came from. Feels like I missed something down here. Maybe? I didn't see another path further up. Oh, this is where we fixed the first one. Looked like there might be a little path there. We still can't go through that door. There wasn't anything further up here. Was there? No, this is a dead end. But to fix this one... Let's go back a little. Yeah, what's up, Lewis? How are you doing? How's your Sunday? We might be able to fix it from down below, but I'm not so sure about that. If anything, it should be from... No. Nope. Oh, nice. I haven't been to the cinema in forever, but I'm thinking of going to watch Dune in the cinema still. On like Wednesday. Because the thing with me is I don't... In Germany, most things in the cinema are dubbed. And I'm not a big fan of dubs. But like... To get non-dubbed versions, you always have to go to the big cities. Usually I just can't be bothered. So I just wait until it's on Netflix or Amazon or something. What you mean, oh no? Nothing to do here. There wasn't any other path here as well. No other path here that we didn't see. Wait, why did you go without wearing your uniform? Did you just go to have, like, lunch there? Oh, a meeting. I see. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's any path down there that helps us. We probably missed something here. And before we can just fix it when standing... No, we can't fix it when standing in front of it. We have to get up there somehow.
She's found a way. There's a way.
Wait, what?
She can see. She must align herself. She can do it. There's the... She aligns herself. It's there.
Like, we have to get up there. Somehow. Yeah, I think this game looks great. Like, the combat isn't anywhere near a DMC, but I mean, that's not the focus of the game. Hold up. Nah. Alright, how do we get up there? There isn't any path here, is there? Like, it somehow feels like there should be because of the torch. There isn't... No, okay, we can't squeeze there through there or something. Assassin's Creed parkour up the chains. I wish, man. But like, even if you've watched someone play this game, I'd still recommend playing it yourself. Because it's a lot about the experience. New God of War, I still have to play that because I don't really have any consoles. So I'm really happy it's gonna get released for PC. I've run up here like 4 times already just to check if there's actually no other path to go. It does focus me on like this door over here when I go up here. But like, how the fuck do I get there? There was like the one door down here. Hold up. But yeah, it's probably... Is it not closed anymore? No, it's still closed. What do you mean, maybe you have to come back here? This game is linear, like there's no other things I have to do before coming back here, if that's what you mean. I'm just dealing with hangover. Alright, chat. Anyone got any ideas? So we basically checked everything over here. Not sure we've been up there, but how would we get there? Oh no, wait, that's like, yeah. No, we've been up there. That's where we fixed one of them. This is where we fixed the other one. PS Now, yeah, I've heard that there's quite a bit of input delay on that, which is not that great for those kinds of games. What is this for? Hold up. Oh. There we go. No, I've heard from, like, I think 2 people at least that the input delay is really bad. And that makes, like, games where you have to kind of rely at least a little bit on reaction a bit tricky.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash, trolls will walk the land, men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
The worst part is trolls walking the land, obviously. Oh, I really want to play... Oh, you mean on... PS Now. I really would like to play the Last of Us games sometime. Even though everyone hated on 2. We already have trolls walking across the land. No, but see, the thing is, they don't walk across the land, they're mostly on the internet still. They turn into non-trolls when they're actually out in the open. Yeah, I've heard some people also really hate it on DMC4 because of Nero. There's a special hell for people like that. Alright. Come out. Oh, it's a big dude. I didn't think he would still hit. I thought he was already done with his combo. Oh, I didn't realize I got it already. Too slow. Come on. Oh, you bitch. All right, easy. Is this game? No, but it's made by Ninja Theory, who also made Reboot. Difference being that Reboot has like really fun combat. Well, the combat in this game is like alright, but it's like not the main focus, so there is that. But the writing in this game is good. Where's the fedora? I guess it didn't fit the time period. Alright, let's check what's up here. Spooky creaking is up here. Dead people. And lore.
The Northmen said each god will do battle at Ragnarok. Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black. The earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok. For it is nigh.
Alright. Not concerning at all. There's been kind of an obsession with, like, Ragnarok, hasn't there? Like, it's in The Witcher, it's in this. It's probably also mentioned in God of War, I'd assume. Let's go. Let's go. Kill Hela or die trying. Oh, I just remembered there's like a long-ass fighting scene up here. Like, this one gets quite tedious, I remember. Come on, attack. Bittu. Okay. We got this. Hello, guys. Oh, I can't see shit. Come on. We got this. Okay. Come on, bitch, attack me. Come on, dude.
He's down. Finish.
The path to Hela.
They don't want the smoke. Yeah, you can't attack them when there's smoke.
She's getting close.
Only with like charged heavy strikes, or then if you focus.
Wait.
Why bother with fighting at all? And all that to go to Valhalla when it's gonna end anyway? Well, because you can like drink and fight every night in Valhalla, which is fun.
Sacrifices herself, she sacrifices us. We don't want to die.
Well, sucks to be you. Oh, it's this.
What?
What happens when she dies?
What happens to us?
What happens to us?
We die too.
Do we die too?
We
I
die
don't want
too.
to die.
I don't want to.
We'll all die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop. Turn back.
Stop. Stop.
Why is she going?
Stop.
Senua, stop.
Senua,
What
stop.
happens to us? Why would she stop to die? She wants to stop. 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 I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
I don't want to die. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Please stop.
Please stop. You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them. They were afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
Nah, no doppelganger boss in this. Well, not in that sense.
Not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
Do you see it, Senua? Do you see the darkness? Faces of fear and suffering. You can see it.
Yep, they burnt her mom. Or her father probably did, because he was like the druid kind of guy in their town.
I remember it clearly now.
And she forgot about it.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
Well, there we got the confirmation.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside.
And then you always said the darkness took her.
Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, Senua?
I do understand.
You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
It was all a lie. You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her.
Abandoned
You
me.
killed her. You are the darkness.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
You're a liar.
The darkness is inside you and it will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me.
Be careful, Senua.
Ouch.
Behind you.
Oh, the voice sounds a lot nicer right now. Like it was so much soft. They're so much softer.
Watch out. Watch out.
It's so much easier to defeat right now. Yeah, this music and everything. I know. I know. I'm also about to, like, I'm about to cry just because it's kind of beautiful.
Watch out.
And there's a thing about this level. Like, you see how they just get more and more? Like, those are the personifications of, like, the Vikings that she never saw, right? That's how she imagines them.
Behind you. Careful, Senua.
And they die far too easily, and they respawn far too quickly. And I'm gonna tell you right now that this doesn't end. You can't win against. Like, you can't win here. So question is, how long do we want to do this? Because even now, knowing that, you just don't wanna stop fighting them.
I can see through your darkness.
Oh wait,
You're a liar.
that's not the
and a
fight yet.
murderer.
Alright.
And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
True, we got the Hellblade.
Look at you.
Well, never mind then.
Backwards to wallow in your miserable past. You're making a mistake searching for Dillion. The same mistake that killed him in the first place. I'm trying to save you from yourself. You still believe it is a lie? The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillion by the Northmen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion's soul if the darkness is a lie? How you saved him?
He's here. I know he's here. Dillion, I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
Oh, big sword, dude. Okay, parrying is not an option here. Or maybe it is. Oh, it's the boss. So those are bosses we fought along the way. Now it turned into DMC with a boss rush at the end.
Be careful, Senua.
Oh, I don't want two bosses at a time. Oh my fucking god. Wait, do we have focus? Yes, we do. Hello, Balraven. Long time no see.
Behind you.
Come on, Senua.
Watch out.
Wait, why is there two of them now? Yeah, that's what they are. Maybe this is the fight that I meant earlier. But I'm not so sure, so we're gonna keep fighting for now. Come on, get up. Yeah, we got him.
Where is he? You're trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillion is gone. Dillion is dead. Let him go now. I'm warning you.
Or what? What can you do to me that you haven't already?
You betrayed
Fight
your
me.
own father.
Come on!
Betrayed the gods in search of Dillion, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of your battle. Let go of redemption. Let go of Dillion.
Careful, Senua.
Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Watch out.
Oi! Alright, do we let go?
Behind you. Behind you. Let go of Dillion. Let go of your battle. You're going to die.
Oh. That wasn't intentional. And you should really try Metal Gear Rising, by the way, Cricket. And also play this. But I feel your pain with the never-ending list. Yeah, I would love to see you play Metal Gear Rising.
If you're alive, and there's no doubt, then you never took him from me, did you? And I can't save Dillion.
I mean, Jojo, you say it would be nice of her, or a good ending if she let go.
Is that what you want me to believe?
And accepting Dillion's
After
death.
all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a liar, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you.
Alright, see ya, Cricket.
I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him,
quest. Nothing. You will have no power over me.
Now how about this for an ending? No fun, only sadness.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from that darkness.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day, a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
I'm not crying. It's just the rain. But I think there might be quite a big amount of people. I still wanted to watch the video with you. Or, well, if any of you have any thoughts right now. I still think this game is amazing. I highly recommend playing it yourself, even if you've watched me play it now. Because, you know, immersion and all of that. And also just because I think it's a different experience when you... Because, like, the sound and so on obviously is better when you're playing it yourself than on a stream. I just see the cry. Where are all the emotes that you usually use when you're sad? You need to finish God of War 4. This is real sadness emote hours. Alright. Let's lighten up the mood a little. And watch like the feature video. I think it's a really cool making of video because they talk a lot about how they even came to make the mental health aspect like the main theme of the game, because that wasn't actually the intention at the very beginning.
Stormy seas and lost souls.
Who is it?
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming.
Is it?
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake? And we only see what our inner eye creates for us.
Can this trigger
This is
what?
hell is. A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people fear seeing the world through her eyes.
Yes, she's scared.
Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
But like Senua genuinely is probably one of the coolest, especially female protagonists I've ever seen in a game.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching.
The original idea for Hellblade was to create a classic hero's journey, a journey of suffering, but one where the fantasy world is not another planet or alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind. But to do so would mean putting psychotic mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senua in Ashwell, Hertfordshire. When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua might have been a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts. And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint, painted on with woad, and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
Alright, have a good one, Lewis.
I don't live home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
You remember that you're amazing.
Orkney is off the coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery, and so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage for a crisis. In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter, replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings. The Northmen's brutality is legendary. High-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle. I imagine Senua as a young female warrior who returns home from exile to find her partner, Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god by these hellish warriors from a faraway land. I imagine the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
No!
I came to learn that the Celts had a sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was Gelt. A Gelt is a man or woman who has been driven mad by a curse, battle trauma, or grief. The Gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a Gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds.
That's really
Another
interesting,
word the
though.
Celts used in reference to mental disorders was truth, meaning fool, or
Liar.
one who utters the words of God.
Oh.
They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Truth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
I will tell you my story.
But he helped her, right?
If I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world of gods.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end.
The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, flames will play against the sky,
The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and people everywhere.
Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So the stage was set for
Does
a new
he remind
adventure,
you of-
a journey into the
I
Norse
don't
underworld
know.
called Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
To make a game about a warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central theme was fraught with danger. Mental illness, such as psychosis, is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema.
But yeah, I like
Never mind the new
how
medium of
aware they
games.
were.
Where it does feature, it often conflates psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is unfortunate that these two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist and professor of health neuroscience.
Like,
at
I think it's
University of
amazing how
Cambridge.
much they work together with
Psychosis is a
people
descriptive term,
who are
and it refers
experts
to having a loss of contact
and people
with
who deal with
objective reality.
with
So it's
psychosis.
characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favor of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, and particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
What started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool. Thanks so much for coming here.
Pleasure. Thanks. It's really interesting for me. I'd love to be involved. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness. After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character who is different from you, experiencing their perspective, and actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules. If we were to represent Senua's psychosis, we would have to simulate voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears. It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you.
I find this so interesting.
Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team.
What's up,
We
Snap?
talked at length about their experiences.
No,
and
we
they
just
listened to our
finished
tests,
Hellblade.
giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also crucially listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the visions or what we're seeing is too much, it becomes more difficult until eventually we perhaps don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told, were fascinating, harrowing and mind-boggling. The reality of what people experienced was vivid, far exceeding what I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
Yeah, like, they designed gameplay according to what they heard from those people.
Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know.
Everything is in bits, like a photograph that's torn and put together again. If you move, it's frightening.
Deep in me, insanity does unfold. I just wanna feel.
Colors seem to be brighter now, almost as if they are luminous.
I just wanna feel deeper, deeper.
Sometimes the world appears like a kaleidoscope, and it can be beautiful. When I move quickly, it's a strain on me. Things go too quick for my mind. They get blurred. Oh, that's why, probably also why you can't turn motion blur off. I often see waviness and melting of the walls. It makes me feel nauseous. Like, those are accounts of what they heard from people. At times, fuck, the mind goes blank, everything goes... I didn't catch the last word.
To refine our work, we continue to hold meetings with Recovery College East over the course of a year and a half, showing them what we had achieved so far and refining the in-game representations based on their feedback. With their help, flashbacks, visions and changes in perception were woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
The students that are involved in this project are incredibly excited about being involved. They have described the experience as being important because it values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have been through, all of that experience becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
The experiences described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at her, slamming on her doors and walls 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in a room, so real that she would sometimes try to rescue them. The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for some.
Worthless, weak, pathetic.
I watched a video about people who live with schizophrenia a while ago. It was by Anthony Padilla. He makes really good videos.
Should not shy away from showing this horror.
And one of the people was like,
torn in making Hellblade. Have
sometimes
we gone too far with our representations or not far enough?
Sometimes when he has visions and he starts noticing they're probably just like they're not actually there, he uses his phone camera and points it at whatever he like at, for example, the person he thinks that is probably actually not there, and then if it's not on the phone, he knows it's not actually there.
Fruit, so to speak. There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
People begin to see patterns in the world. They begin to link things that most people wouldn't link. Most of the things that we might think would be coincidence or, you know, not worth commenting on. Nevertheless, that might have a particular salience or importance for them.
One individual described how everyday words, sounds, colours and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom of.
It's not just brain dysfunction. It's not like the system shut down. It's actually an incredibly creative process. The person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors, and they're completely immersed in it. They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind. The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within.
What's up, Martin?
Of the gods that block her path.
Good luck with what?
And strange associations that
also, if you have
crippling
crippling depression, you should probably seek a therapist.
Quest, you have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress. Afterwards, they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game.
There is a service called BetterHelp
would argue the same
that is supposedly quite good.
Aware of their experience being
What's up, Floss?
in any way.
How are you?
Just thought it's important.
Representing perception changes and thinking patterns within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis. But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms. Quite often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma, isolation and mistreatment that comes about from the rest of society.
They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering. Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to relive her own internal pain. As often is the case, those who have suffered mental anguish are never far from us.
I still think it's crazy that she was just a video editor
My hope is that by creating a compelling and aspirational character
who had never
who
acted
feels very
before.
much real, albeit in a fantasy setting, we can provide a lens into her reality, a different one to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always prone to psychosis as a child. Her mother Galina also heard voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect. Or perhaps it was cultural, as she lived within a world without science, of gods and superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exasperated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the clansmen and her father.
There's darkness. It's spreading.
The trauma of seeing her lover Dillian sacrificed tips her over the edge, making her remodel her reality around a concept that connects everything: the darkness. So the question is, what Senua experiences real? Can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing.
Well, your mistake was playing Valorant in the first place.
Towards the end of the
I guess it's still better
service
than
users
Black
and
Squad.
professionals that had collaborated with us were invited to see the near-final game. It was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
For me, being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege. It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty. I was blown away by it today, absolutely blown away. It was just fantastic to get the opportunity to use our lived experience in a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to, things have been taken on board, and I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
Hellblade will give people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences.
I mean, Reboot was released by them like just a bit before this, I think.
To come along and help them build an experience that's positive when it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
Now, if movie makers could also consult
I was really inspired
actual
by
specialists
how
before
the
trying to
conversations
display
have
mental
translated
illness
into
or
the
like
game in a way
neurodivergence or
that I
something like
think
that would be great.
I didn't imagine was possible, so wonderful, really wonderful.
Yeah, this is like a making of kind of movie, because we finished the game. And I wanted to watch this again, because I think it's a really nice video.
I really hope that others will follow the lead they've set and use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions, to increase understanding, and ultimately to make some of the stigma around voice hearing and other experiences go away.
Like popular media, right,
For me,
has
it was really exciting
so
to
much
see,
power and could do so
something that I
much
explore scientifically
to end
being
stigma.
represented so beautifully in a character who's
And they
trying to
just make it
penetrate
worse
the
so
mysteries
often.
of the environment in which they've been placed, with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're getting. I'm very excited by this way of trying to represent mental illness, because I think it actually might be offering us insights that we wouldn't get from pure scientific explorations, and actually giving us quite an empathic view of what it might be like.
Mental illness has been with us for as long as we have been on this planet, but why? Why hasn't evolution stamped out this weakness from within our gene pool? I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness. The only reason we have computers, spacecraft, medicine, poetry, art, and yes, even video games is because individuals were able to simulate new abstract realities in their minds and share them with the rest of us. We need people to be willing to see differently in order for us to progress and survive as society. And we need to be open to these new ways of seeing. And it is this spirit that motivated me to create Senua's story and share it with you.
Much like you. But yeah, they even made an information website. I wonder if it probably still is up. But yeah, that was Hellblade. I really enjoyed playing through it again. It's definitely a game you can replay every once in a while. What's up, Huss? It's like a really good movie as well. Like, I would just watch it as a movie as well. The thing is, if you watch it on stream, the sound effects probably aren't as good as they are when you actually play it. No, thanks for hanging out.